Mind and sound. Recently, Amazon Web Services went down and took a whole host of big websites down with it, including people's personal websites hosted by Amazon Web Services. This is just another reminder and example that the internet is not permanent, even though we've been told once something goes up online, it never comes down. And because the internet is not permanent, it is important that we chronicle, curate, and keep our accomplishments and deeds offline as well as online. We need to build a personal library for ourselves, of ourselves. We better understand ourselves when we document our past and see our growth from year to year, month to month, and week to week. Have you ever lost your phone and lost years of memories and pictures? It definitely happened to me. The temporary solution is the cloud, but the permanent solution is a shoebox, a shelf, an altar. Back up your photos on flash drives and put them in the box. Print off your favorites, hang them up, put them on display. And that brings us to today's reading, which is Black Futures, a collection of essays and think pieces and an artwork by a whole host of Black authors. And whether or not you're Black listening to this, the future applies to you because a Black future is a place where everyone is free from oppression. The idea of a self-curated library is presented by Ayana Jamieson in the piece Far Beyond the Stars. The Octavia E Butler collection of literary manuscripts housed at the Huntington Library is a vast archive comprising more than 8,000 individually cataloged items that span Butler's 4-decade-long career. Octavia kept everything, from grade school report cards, personal journals, letters, brochures, notes, drafts, unpublished writing, grocery lists, and photographs, library call slips, research, and much, much more. She kept drafts and photocopies of letters she wrote. Her imperative to deliberately and consciously shape her own legacy was driven by the facts of her life and identity, a nexus where Black experience, womanism, and history intersected. Her collection reminds us what we have, what we've lost, and what can be gained by leaving behind self-curated libraries. And I completely agree with this. As artists, we are used to creating a portfolio so we can easily apply for jobs, sponsorships, and grants. The curated library of self goes much further. We are keeping track not just of the work we are proud to display to others, but of our failures, our drafts, our acceptances, and our rejections, our small day-to-day actions that collectively shape who we are. Curating our library is not just for the people to see when we are gone, but is for us and the people around us who are still living. Everyone learns how to move themselves and plan future actions by watching others. So Ayana lays out 5 strategies for archiving for the Black future, and here they are. The first one is keeping a physical record. Whether it is a conventional journal, a memory planner, a bulleted list of tasks, or a graphic vision board with commentary, it is essential to reflect on words and images that come from everyday life. Some people write down dreams, current events, or daily activities to revisit them later. Handwriting, doodles, drawings, and so on reveal things about ourselves that are not available in typed script. Number 2, save ordinary artifacts. Ticket stubs, gallery guides, receipts, school assignments, canceled checks for paid bills, diplomas, greeting cards, thank you notes, and other things we collect through life are artifacts of our particular time, interest, existence, and experiences. We don't need to be published authors, artists, or famous to have historically relevant possessions. Number 3, create your life beyond and in addition to the algorithms of social media and digital existence. Regularly print out photos and playlists and transcribe recordings stored or shared electronically in a way that does not require technology. Cloud storage, corporate media platforms, and hard drive storage may become inaccessible or obsolete in the future. Number 4, cultivate affinity relationships with other folks. Collaborate, engage, and designate stakeholders in shaping your shared legacy in the event of your absence. Do this with letters, postcards, events, virtual and tangible. Take photos, record testimonies, create artifacts such as zines and shared writing that communicate shared goals and aspirations for a communal inheritance. Number 5, become familiar with inheritance and bequest requirements in your state or country. Create a digital living will to designate what happens to your social media content, emails, and other online accounts along with your physical and intellectual property. Some of this stuff I've been doing on my own without even realizing it was contributing to my self-curated library. When people give me thank you notes or even the drawings that students would give me in class, I would keep those just as a reminder of the impact and connections I've made through other people. So it's mostly as a self-esteem boost, but it's also a great way to tell other people how you impacted others during your lifetime. And even though this podcast is online, it was an attempt for me to build up that self-curated library, to have all my ideas and thoughts into one space for other people to listen to and enjoy. And I'll take that step of transferring these episodes offline for future generations. For today's meditation, think about some items that you would want to put in your self-curated library and why.